We don't want to be standing in front of these people.
Testing, testing. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for attending the NIU College of Law commencement ceremony for 2025. We are about to begin any minute. I'm not the opening act. If you have not found a seat, we're going to have to ask you to go into the overflow room just around the corner. There will be a live stream. I know it's not ideal, but for our liability and safety purposes, it's a non-negotiable. So I will be over there if you need any assistance, and our students will be here any minute. Thank you.
Please rise for the class of 2025 and the platform party. please remain standing for the introduction of the platform party. Starting with Melody Mitchell, Chief of Staff and Assistant Dean of Strategic Communications and Alumni Engagement. Kelly Marshall, Assistant Dean and Director of Admissions. David Rosenfeld, Professor. Lauren Threet, Assistant Professor. Matt Timko, Interim Deputy Director, Law Library and Associate Professor. Talia Williams, Assistant Professor. Lisa Wood, Legal Writing Instructor. Laurel Regurtis, Professor. Tiffany Puckett, Associate Professor. Stephen Miller, Professor. Dan McConkey, Professor. Robert Sue, Clinical Assistant Professor. Wendy Hinton Vaughn, Director of Clinics and Clinical Professor. Mark Falkoff, Professor. Greg Ellenson, Assistant Professor. Paul Kane, Clinical Professor. Colleen Baraka, Clinical Associate Professor. Evan Bernick, Assistant Professor. Therese Clark Arado, Interim Law Library Director and Professor. Robert Jones, Associate Professor. Gina Hunter, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Heidi Frodestad, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Associate Professor. Rachel Hernandez, Professor of the NIU Law Alumni Council and member of the class of 2005. Judge Kenya Jenkins Wright, Chair of the NIU Law Board of Visitors and a member of class of 2003. Montel Gales, Chair of the NIU Board of Trustees. Dr. Lisa C. Freeman, NIU President. Judge Sonny Williams, Illinois State Bar Association President and member of the class of 1999. Cassandra L. Hill, Dean and Professor. Greg Anderson, Assistant Dean and Director of Career Opportunities and Professional Development. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Cassandra Hill, Dean of the College of Law, and it is my distinct honor to welcome you and to preside over the Northern Illinois University College of Law Class of 2025 Commencement Ceremony. The faculty and staff of the College of Law are pleased that you are able to join us in this celebration honoring the accomplishments of our graduates. This day marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Today, we gather to honor and applaud the incredible achievements of our graduates as they embark on their journey as legal professionals. I want to acknowledge the presence and support of NIU President Lisa C. Freeman, also from the NIU Board of Trustees, we have Board of Trustees Chair Montel Gales, from the NIU Law Board of Visitors, we have our chair, Judge Kenya Jenkins Wright, from the class of 2003. We also have the immediate past chair, Judge Sonny Choi Williams, who is also our speaker for today. And we have the College of Law's Alumni Council. From the College of Law Alumni Council, we have our president, Rachel Hernandez, from the class of 2005. In addition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty behind me, all of your faculty, the staff and administration for their unwavering dedication and commitment to nurturing the next generation of legal minds. Your guidance, expertise, and mentorship have shaped these graduates into the exceptional individuals before you today. Now, most importantly though, Today we have a skilled and dedicated group receiving their law degrees in the presence of their family and friends. To the family and friends here today, you also have earned this degree along with the graduates for all of your support, care, and love that you gave them along the way this journey. This is a special day for you as well. And graduates, I'd like for you to stand and take this opportunity to thank your support system with a round of applause. All right. So you'll also notice that some of our graduates are wearing cords of different colors. These cords are very meaningful to our graduates as they symbolize pride in their achievements, their connections to the NIU Law community, and their affinity to other communities. The meaning of each cord is noted on the back of the program. So today's ceremony for the class of 2025 marks both an ending and a beginning. It is a moment to reflect on all your hard work, dedication, and the journey that has brought you here, as well as a moment to look forward to the new paths that you will forge in the legal profession. I'm honored to stand here before you not only as your dean, but as someone deeply proud of all that you have accomplished. You've grown into sharp legal thinkers, thoughtful advocates, and emerging leaders. You've briefed countless cases, written until your fingers cramped, and likely questioned, maybe on more than one occasion, why you even chose this path. But today, I hope you see what we see, the future of justice, advocacy, and progress. As you step into this next chapter, I encourage you to carry with you not only your legal knowledge, but also your sense of purpose. Use your voice for those who are unheard. Stand up when it's easier to sit down. Let your work reflect both your values and your training. The law is a very powerful tool. It can be used to build bridges or walls, to open doors or close them. You've been equipped to use it with integrity, compassion, and courage. Whether you go into the courtroom, a boardroom, a classroom, or community, lead with empathy and a commitment to justice. And never, ever forget that you are a part of a community, a proud network of NIU Law alumni who are rooting for your success and ready to support you. Never forget this. Never forget about your home, your NIU College of Law family. As you embark on your new journey, remember that your education and experiences here at the College of Law have prepared you with the tools necessary to make a lasting impact on the world. Embrace challenges, embrace the opportunities, and never forget the values that brought you here in the first place. Finally, always remember our core values, our law school rich tradition of public service, as well as our commitment to access and excellence. Always remember how we pride ourselves on our strong sense of community, where students, faculty, and staff get to know one another and build meaningful relationships. So I remind you to check in on each other often. Continue to support and be there for one another. And always know that we, at the College of Law, will forever be here for you, You are forever a Husky. Class of 2025, we are all extremely proud of you. Congratulations. You are ready, you are needed, and I can't wait to see the difference you will make in life and in your careers. Thank you. So now it's my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, the Honorable Sunny Choi Williams. On February 10th, 2025, Judge Williams was sworn in as a circuit judge for the 12th Judicial Circuit in Will County, Illinois. At the same time, she has been completing her historic term as the 148th President of the Illinois State Bar Association, becoming the first woman of color and the first woman of Asian Korean descent to lead the statewide organization of over 30,000 members. She is also the 5th graduate of NIU College of Law to hold this prestigious position, an extraordinary point of pride for our community. Judge Williams is a proud member of the class of 1999. Prior to her judicial appointment, she served as the city attorney for Lockport, and before that, spent nearly 2 decades as an in-house attorney for the city of Peoria. Throughout her distinguished career, Judge Williams has remained deeply engaged in service. She sits on numerous boards and committees and has received several accolades, including the 2025 Advocate for Diversity Award from the Diversity Scholarship Foundation and our very own NIU Law Alumnus of the Year Award in 2020. Her leadership, trailblazing accomplishments, and unwavering commitment to justice are a true inspiration to our graduates and our profession. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Honorable Sunny Choi Williams.
Wow, thank you. This is an amazing room. I mean, I see a sea full of wonderful, beautiful people, graduates, and their family. So thank you, Dean Hill, for the wonderful introduction and for inviting me to address you, NIU College of Law, class of 2025. I have made many speeches, especially this past year as the ISBA president, but it is truly an honor to address this year's class. Go Huskies and Husky Pride. Congratulations to you all for making it this far. I want to give a shout out to my Will County peeps, including my colleague, Judge Joan Myers, who is here to support her son's girlfriend, who's in the class of 2025. I don't know, I've never met you, but I was told you're here. I also want to give a shout out to Ayanna Squires, who, yes, woohoo, Ayanna. I first met Ayanna 3 years ago at the Will County Bar Association's annual picnic, and there she was awarded the Will County Scholarship Award. So I'm so proud of her, and 3 years go by very, very quickly. Also, I promised Chris Peters, who, I don't know why, sent me a message through Facebook, that I should tell Aiden Simmons that his Uncle Chris is sorry to miss today's ceremony, but he is proud of you. So if you want some messages, peppered into my speeches in the future, DM me on Facebook. I'm sure that all of your family, loved ones, and friends here today, and those who cannot make it to the ceremony today, are all proud of you and proud of each and every one of you. You got here with a lot of hard work, struggles, sacrifices, and for some of you, You carry the dreams and hopes of your family on your shoulders. So you deserve another round of applause. I'm sure when you first started your first year of law school, you were full of doubts, and even throughout law school, wondering whether you belonged in the room, especially if you were the first in your family to go to college, let alone law school. Believe me, I have been there. I've been in your shoes. I've had those same doubts because my road to being an attorney, the president of the Illinois State Bar, and now a judge was not an easy one. For most of my life, I doubted whether I was supposed to be in the room, doubted whether I was supposed to be here today, giving the commencement speech to you, whether I could be the first woman lawyer of color to lead the ISBA in its 148-year history. I doubted whether I would ever be a judge. You see, I was born poor in Seoul, South Korea, and I have no doubt that if I stayed in Korea, I would not have had the opportunity to be here where I am today. In Korea, our family of 6, including my grandmother, lived in a crammed one-room apartment with no separate bedrooms, no separate kitchen or bathroom. The bathroom was a communal outhouse. There's no modern plumbing, so there's always cold water, no hot water. But when my aunt married a U.S. soldier stationed in Seoul, my family got that golden ticket to get visas to the United States. But unfortunately, my parents did not have enough money for the entire family to travel to the US. So my father had to leave his young family thousands of miles behind so he could work and earn enough money for us to join him. Even though my father was highly educated, he took a job as a welder, and it took him 3 long years before we were reunited as a family. And when my father picked us up at the airport, he was a stranger to us because my sister was 1 year old when he left. I was about 4, and my brother was about 7. So when he picked us up, he was a total stranger to us. And because my aunt's husband lived in Iowa, our family ended up in Iowa. And growing up in a rural Iowa town where we didn't see too many people who looked like us, I grew up with the insecurities about how I looked, about my own competency. It didn't help that we were told to go back to our country. We endured taunts and racist comments about our slanted eyes, and we endured the taunts and the other Asian feature taunts. I escaped those verbal stones by reading and excelling in school. But as part of the implicit bias built into our education system, I was pegged to go into the science field. I went to University of Iowa with the plan to go into research, since I didn't think that I was smart enough to get into med school, even though I graduated 4th in my high school class. But I remember when I was in high school, a family friend was visiting us, praised how naturally intelligent my brother was, he was the oldest, and how I was not as intelligent as him, but I was a hard worker. So for a long time, that comment stuck to me and clouded my perception of my competency and self-worth. Then when I figured out I hated taking organic chemistry, so for those of you who took organic chemistry, kudos to you. And genetic classes, I almost, and the truth is, I didn't do well in those classes because I hated them. I changed my major to history, but my path to getting to my undergraduate degree took longer than expected because in my freshman year, I was run over by a Greyhound bus. Yep. as I was crossing the street on my way to my dorm. Because I was small, the driver didn't see me in the crosswalk as he made the right turn, and I was knocked down. And yes, I had the tires of a commercial-sized bus run over me. As I laid in that cold street, unable to get up, I thought that was how I was going to die, alone, without anyone to comfort me. But I was lucky enough to have a campus police officer who saw me lying on the street right away and was able to prevent any other cars from running over me. I was lucky to have the best medical professionals at University of Iowa who worked hard to save my life during the 8+ hours of surgery. I felt very badly for my parents who were driving from Lexington, Kentucky straight to Iowa City nonstop without sleeping. And I was lucky I was healthy and small because those tires were inches away from puncturing my lung. I thank God that I survived. But for a long time, I thought, God saved me because I would have a child or children or a grandchild or grandchildren who would do great things. I did not have enough self-worth to believe I survived to do great things myself. After I graduated from University of Iowa, I took a year off to figure out what I wanted to do with my history degree, because you really can't do a lot with a history degree. So I worked for my parents who, at the time, owned a convenience store in Lexington, Kentucky. When my parents needed an attorney, they tried to find an attorney who looked like them, who spoke Korean, or even empathized with them. But they couldn't find any Asian, let alone Korean attorneys in the area. So I went to law school with the mindset to fill that gap. I ended up at NIU Law School, and although I may be biased because I graduated here, it is the best school in Illinois because it provides quality, practice-ready legal education that is attainable, reasonable, and affordable. I also love NIU because I gave birth to my son at the beginning of my second year of law school. Then Assistant Dean Lenny Mendel allowed me to finish the rest of my law school on a part-time basis because I was commuting from Peoria to DeKalb, and that's a long commute, especially in the winter. After working briefly for my father-in-law and then as an assistant public defender, I got a job with the City of Peoria's legal department. After working there for 18 years, starting out as assistant corporation counsel and also an interim corporation counsel, I reached the glass ceiling as a deputy corporation counsel with no immediate hope of career advancement. Then in June of 2017, I was fortunate enough to be hired and appointed as the head city attorney for City of Lockport, where I still live. Throughout my career, I have always been active and engaged member of the Illinois State Bar Association, but I never envisioned myself being its president because until recently, most of the past ISBA presidents have been white men. Judge Vincent Cornelius, who is a NIU graduate and past commencement speaker, was the first attorney of color to serve as the ISBA president, and that was back in 2016. When I moved to Lockport, I had friends, including my friend Judge Kenya Jenkins right here, who would call me telling me to run for the ISBA third vice president, which is the elected office prior to the automatic ascension to the presidency in 3 years. Again, that self-doubt crept in, and I didn't know if I would win. Also, I didn't want to run the first time they urged me to run because I just started with City of Lockport as its attorney, and I didn't want the campaign the campaign of running for an ISBA office to jeopardize my position. But after seeing the lack of progress of knocking down that glass ceiling in the top leadership position of the statewide organization of attorneys, I decided to run. My hope by winning was to make a difference to the next generation of ISBA members and lawyers, including those out in this audience and in this class. Seeing is believing, and I believe that I have accomplished my goal of putting hope to those who will advance the ISBA forward with diversity in its top leadership position. Then, just this past December, it was announced that the application process to fill the vacant seat of Circuit Judge John Anderson, who was elected to the appellate court, was open. Although I had colleagues and friends who called to urge me to apply, I initially didn't plan on applying because, once again, my self-doubt reared itself. I had over 25 years of experience of successful litigation in both state and federal courts. I handled appeal cases before the 3rd District Appellate Court, Federal 7th Circuit Court of Appeals, and the Illinois Supreme Court. But yet, I had self-doubt whether I should apply for a vacancy because I didn't believe that I would be appointed. Then at the Illinois State Bar's mid-year meeting in Chicago, Supreme Court Justice Mary Kay O'Brien encouraged me to apply. And by the way, she does the appointing. So that was the shoulder tap that I needed. I worked on that application late into the night and early mornings during our family vacation to Universal Studios in Orlando. And believe me, I logged in 27,000 steps a day, went back to the hotel room, and worked on that application. And as I applied, then a few weeks before the official press release, Justice Mary Kay O'Brien called me to unofficially tell me that she was appointing me to fill the vacancy. I was elated, but again, with the self-doubt creeping in, I kept thinking, maybe I was just dreaming that she called me. What if she calls me to say, hey, Sonny, by the way, I changed my mind? So I was on edge until the public announcement came out, and then it was a frantic few weeks of planning my swearing-in ceremony at the Will County Courthouse on February 10th. I do have to run in 2026 election cycle to keep my job as a circuit judge, and when I'm elected, I will be the first Asian American elected circuit judge in Will County. And if my friend Judge Christina Kai, if she's elected in DuPage, we will be the first elected Asian American circuit judge in the state of Illinois. Now that I am here as a judge and still the current president of the Illinois State Bar until June 3rd, I am here to tell each of you in class of 2025, each of you deserve to be in this room. You worked hard to get here. You will work hard to pass the bar exam. And when that self-doubt creeps in, kick it to the curb or use it as kindle to fire you to start studying harder for the bar exam. You all have the capability to achieve your dreams of passing the bar exam and becoming an attorney. Believe in yourselves and inspire others behind you. Again, congratulations, NIU class of 2025, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Judge Williams, for your inspiring words, for helping us to remember that we have to silence the self-doubt, right? And remember all of our accomplishments and everything that we've done to get here to today. We're so grateful for your presence and your inspiring message that you shared with our class of 2025, and for your continued dedication to the legal profession, to community, and even more importantly, in my opinion, to NIU Law, on our Board of Visitors, and in all the other roles that you serve. Your leadership and example leave a lasting impression on all of us. So now, every year, the graduating class, I'm winking at you, chooses one of its members to deliver a farewell address on behalf of the class. And this year, it is my distinct pleasure to invite to the podium Kevin Bowens.
This hat is not one size fit all. Okay. So I can't start this off without first thanking God or whatever higher power for allowing us to be here today to celebrate this tremendous achievement. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, faculty and staff, friends and family, and most important, the class of 2025. So while thinking about this speech, I took into consideration what my classmates may want to hear, whether that's inspiration for what's next, or encouragement from what has been, or just a simple, we made it. In these considerations, I found a myriad of inspirational quotes, metaphors, symbolism, which could do the trick. But then I soon realized that we are the inspiration. We are the testimony. We are the future attorneys, politicians, and for some of us, the world's next 1%ers. So to give all our guests here today, a taste of what it took us to get here, I want everybody to look to their left. Now look to your right. Now, the person that's sitting next to you, you may know, or you don't know. But for the next hour or so, for whatever happens in this ceremony, this is your partner and companion to get through it. This is exactly what happened to us 3 years ago when we sat for our first torts class. You know, and coming in, I'll admit that I thought I knew what it meant to be a lawyer, what it meant to brief a case, to answer cold calls, to read what seemed like an endless number of cases, just to hope we didn't get called on to answer questions. Or maybe you were on the opposite side when you came in. Maybe the very thought of not knowing what it took to be a lawyer frightened you. It is here where our law school journey began. And that first skill we had to master was being able to take a step back from self and to evaluate the same situation from another point of view. Now, this adjustment may have been easier for some than others. However, we all got a wake-up call when those first midterm grades dropped. But we're here today, so we all made it. I want to take this moment to say thank you to the Curve. Because when you were with us, we loved you. But when you weren't, well, all I have to say is we all at graduation. But regardless of which way you started, that first year of law school was said to break our thinking. But what it really did was teach us to expand our perspective. So no longer could we just see an issue and give one side. We learned to dissect and argue both sides, just to ultimately tell you our perspective was correct. And I apologize in advance for all those who still wish to argue with us. And for those of us who ask our perspective, know the first thing out of our mouth will be those two dreaded words that plague all lawyers. It depends. After learning those initial lessons, we soon began to understand that the law wasn't just about reciting the rules or knowing them, but it was about us, how we analyze a situation and use our experience to bring the black letter law to life. The law, whether you agree with it or not, is a culmination of rules written on paper, but through our creative stories, the law conforms to fit various modes. And as we tell these stories, as the words dance off of our lips, I urge you all to see the grit, fortitude, and determination it took for us to overcome challenges in school and out. See, we aren't just here to celebrate a matriculation from our 9 to 5 or those unfortunate classes that kept us till 8 p.m. We are here to celebrate the overcoming of all those outside hardships which made this journey even harder. From kids, lost families, loss of loved ones, those who weren't conventional students, to just getting out of bed and walking or driving to school. We are here to celebrate the friendships and alliances forged to help us get through tough times. I want you all to truly take the time to reflect on what it took to get here today and realize you have overcome. And that in itself is a blessing. Thinking back to our time in law school, I'm thankful for all the study groups that sometimes turned into kickbacks until somebody tried to get us back on task. The people who found themselves wandering until they fell amongst kindred spirits, willing to accept them where others could not. And all of the conversation and debates we had in the Marshall Gallery about every subject under the sun. And to all those technology mishaps that brought about laughs and chants. It is in these experiences that we formed our family and cultivated bonds that'll stand the test of time. See, we didn't just learn the black letter law, although our professors vigorously poured it into us. We learned that being a part of this profession is only about 40% of words on the page that can be changed at the discretion of 9. But it's about 60% about the network of people that you have around you. In the midst of law school, there were a lot of ups and downs, wins and losses, and various ways to learn to analyze and interpret the law. And for those of you who don't know, thanks to our esteemed Professor Williams, we learned the law through non-traditional lenses such as skits, plays, and opera. Though unconventional and dreaded at the time, it is those moments and memories that will last us a lifetime. It is of that nature that we overcame the second year of law school. What the second year of law school is said to do. They set out to work us to death, but we turned work into excellence. And now we're here, year 3, the year that is meant to bore us. Because at this point, our focus is to just get out of law school. But that wasn't the case for the class of 2025. We didn't take our foot off the gas for even a little. We had moot court competition winners, trial ad winners. We had people whose papers have been published, cited to. We participated in name, image, and likeness competitions, speaking at educational law conferences. We created organizations and revamped ones that had already been established. And so many other achievements that I did not list. So from day one, we did not know what the word quit meant. Now that doesn't mean we didn't complain, but we always gave a perfect effort. A lot of people from the outside looking in only sees Northern Illinois' ranking, which may foster initial doubt, being looked over for jobs, or even thinking that we are subpar. But I guarantee you, as I stand here before you today, put us against any school, and I guarantee we'll emerge triumphant. Now, they really gave me 5 minutes to give this speech, but we wouldn't be the class of 2025 if we didn't push the envelope just a little. So I want to address 3 elements of today's success and then close. Friends and family, we thank you for your endless support and contributions, big and small. You don't understand how conversations about anything else other than the law helped so much. From all the laughs to events or lack thereof, you are here today with us or viewing this ceremony because your graduate appreciated all the sacrifices you made to support them. And even to our many attorneys who call your graduates mom and dad, we give a special thanks for bringing pure joy into their hearts because you are the reason that things like UCC 2207 did not stop us. And it is your future and the future of those after you we push us to achieve feats that will make the rule against perpetuities relevant. Professors, we as a class thank you all for your love, support, and care. The unique ways you chose to help us molded us into the next generation of attorneys. We thank you, Professor Jones, for all of your animated lectures that started with movie quotes. Professor Williams, for always pushing us outside of our comfort zone. And Professor Taylor for being the smoothest, and I dare say the funniest professor of them all. These are just a few accolades, but in no way a culmination of all the contributions that others have shown to us. Now, class of 2025, I thank you all again from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be your class speaker. I know that nothing but greatness lies ahead for all of us. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for making NIU a family environment. I can't stress to you enough how much you becoming a family means to me. Yes, we had our quarrels and disagreements. And yeah, we weren't above being petty at times. But you showed me a family that doesn't do the same, and I'll show you a family that's missing intricate bonds that'll hold them together when times get tough. I want you all to know, having sat where you would sit in July, the task is big, but it is not impossible. Study smart, study hard, and take care of yourself in the process, so you may join me and all those who proceeded before you to add Esquire to your name. Now, I said earlier that we didn't just learn black letter law and that being in our profession is a 60-40 split. So let's go back to the basics for a bit. So to my family, I want to propose a contract. And yes, for all of those who don't know, verbal contracts can be binding. But for a contract, we need 3 things: offer, acceptance, and consideration. So I offer you all of my continued love, support, and pursuit of greatness, and all that I may do going forward from today. If you all agree to pursue your dreams relentlessly and never back down because things get tough. Can you guys accept this? And with that acceptance and our continued success as our consideration, this contract is sealed, and I say, congratulations, class of 2025. Now I have the honor and privilege to introduce to you the man who embodies pure enjoyment, the man of 1 million quotes, our bar guru, and Mr. I Can Dig It, 2025's Professor of the Year is none other than our esteemed Professor Jones.
All right. One last movie quote, and if you said any Matthew McConaughey film, you're right. All right. So first of all, I want to say thank you very much. I love being your professor. I love being your teacher, and so being your Teacher of the Year is the ultimate privilege and the ultimate honor. And so thank you very much. I know you have a lot of great teachers. Some days I'm not the best teacher in my own house. Professor Vaughn is pretty fantastic. You have a lot of great teachers who care about you and have spent a lot of time working to try to help you get to this point. And you should have an opportunity to thank all of your favorite teachers. So I'm gonna give it to you. I am so glad we are here. Many of us, most of us, maybe all of us have, me included, have had moments in law school or before where we just wondered, am I going to get through all of this? Is this going to work out? And so I'm just so glad, in the words of Elle Woods, congratulations, class of 2025, you did it. She actually said 2004, but it's been a while. So you know what? At the end of the day, what I've tried to do, and all your teachers try to do, is give you an opportunity. Really, at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's an opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow, an opportunity to prove yourselves. And that's what you did. You took these opportunities that you were given, and you did prove yourself. You proved that each of you proved that you have what it takes to succeed in this profession. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and how hard you've worked and how much you've succeeded. I'm not the only one in this room, but you know, you are the heroes of the hour. And I just think there should be a moment where we recognize and celebrate you today. One of my favorite things in law school that keeps me going, gives me energy, is the knowledge throughout it all. When I see you, is that this degree can really change the trajectory of your life. Right? That is the hope. It's not easy to make a living in this world, and my hope is that this degree gives you the power to make a good living for you and your families for the rest of your life. You know, you're a great group of people, and I care about you, and that's what I hope, what I wish for, is that you have the lives you want, the careers you want, the homes you want, the families you want, the labradoodles that you want, and that's what it's all about. I've helped you, and I'll continue to help you in whatever ways I can. And for the summer, I'll help as much as I can. Afterwards, letters of recommendation, letters of reference. If you have calls, problems, or advice, you know where to find me. And that's what it's all about. Your future success and happiness is the whole point of what my job is, of what I do, and what we do here. So I'm looking forward to following your futures, which are so bright. Now, it's incumbent upon me to point out that being lawyers is not just about the financial opportunities. There's also some responsibilities. We learned in law school not just how to use the law to achieve our objectives, but we learned the role law plays in our society. We learned that the rule of law provides stability in our society, a stability for everything, without which we can't have prosperity. We learned that the rule of law protects us all, without which none of us are free. So it's our job and our responsibility as lawyers to stand up for the rule of law. There's always will be and always has been people who will undermine it if we let them. So that's part of being part of the profession. And I say it's our job because today's the day you join the club. Today's the day you become lawyers. I know we have more work to do. All right, okay, all right, we'll get it done. There's another celebration to come down the future when we become attorneys and pass the bar. But today, we become lawyers. And just because there's another celebration that we'll be having soon when we pass, doesn't mean that this celebration shouldn't get lost in the shuffle. Because today is a really big deal. There's less than 0.39% of the country are lawyers. This is a very exclusive club you're joining here, and you've earned it. You deserve it. And this should just be a day of a weekend, a full celebration for us and your amazing accomplishment. Yeah, let's celebrate. Let's do it. Let's start. Let's do it now. So, all right. So, to give you the rundown, you're going to come up here and we're going to you'll announce your names and you'll come up, and then I'll greet you, and some other people will greet you. And side note, footnote, when you come up, okay, I'll just hug everyone. That's not totally consistent with everyone's sense of personal space. So when you come up, if you want to shake hands, all right, just reach out, okay? If you want to hug, just reach out for the hug. But I'm following your lead, okay? So, handshake or hug, you're in control. So you'll come up and you'll get the hood, okay? It's very fetch. It's got purple, okay? And one last movie quote. It's got purple, which is the color of the JD, and it's got red and black, which is the color of NIU, all right? And it symbolizes in a very tactile way you're being invested with the powers of the Doctor of Jurisprudence, okay? Then you'll get your degree. It's in those tubes. It's very exciting that they're already there. But the degree itself does not become official. It does not become legal until the president is right. Okay, good. Until the president and the board chair confer it upon you. Okay. So there's going to be a moment at the end, my favorite moment, where they say a magical incantation, something like, okay, by the power vested by God in me, I now pronounce you doctors of jurisprudence, okay? And bam, okay? That is the precise moment you become lawyers, okay? So I hope, it's like when the buzzer goes off at the end of the game. I hope you can remember that moment with joy for the rest of your life, because that's a moment that I will always remember for you. So the sooner I stop talking, the sooner you become lawyers. Right? So, thank you. Thank you. So to sum up, congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'll see you up here soon.
Let's Okay, here we go. So now, thank you, Professor Jones. Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to introduce Gina Hunter, Associate Dean for Student Affairs, who will announce the Commencement Awards.
All right, it's my pleasure to announce the names of the graduates from the class of 2025 who are receiving Academic Achievement and Excellence Awards. If your name is announced for honorable mention, please stand where you are and be recognized by your classmates, friends, and family. If your name is called as an award recipient, please come up the stairs and accept your award from Dean Hill and have your photograph taken. We begin with the Francis G. Mays Prize, which goes to Amelia O'Neill. Established in honor of a distinguished member of the DeKalb County Bar, the Francis G. Mays Prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for outstanding achievement in courses that focus on criminal law, criminal procedure, and evidence. The Helene and Edward Fioretti Award is presented to Hashim El Sharif. The Helene and Edward Fioretti Award was established to honor the parents of Robert Fioretti, a member of the class of 1978. It is given each year in recognition of outstanding achievement in courses that focus on professional responsibility and ethics. The Paul R. Vella Criminal Law Award goes to Bianca Gomez. This award was established by Paul R. Vella, a member of the class of 1996. It honors a member of the graduating class who has done outstanding work in the sequence of criminal law and who has also completed a summer internship with the state's attorney's office as a 7-Eleven licensee. And if Bianca, if you'll stay here, the Brewster Parker Award is presented to Bianca Gomez. The Brewster Parker Award was established in memory of a distinguished member of the Illinois Bar and former chair of the Illinois Board of Regents. This award is presented annually to a member of the graduating class in recognition of outstanding achievement in courses focusing on property, real estate, and land use law. The Brian and Tamra McGaw Prize is awarded to Danielle Guerrera. This prize is made available through the generosity of Brian McGaw, a 1990 alumnus of the College of Law, and goes to the member of the graduating class who has done the most outstanding work in the sequence of corporate courses. The Alexis M.K. Simmons Family Law Award goes to Shelby Harrison. This award is generously provided by the law offices of Alexis M.K. Simmons, a 2014 graduate of the College of Law, for the member of the graduating class of 2025 who has done the most outstanding work in the area of family law. The Edward F. Diedrich Award goes to Ayanna Squires. This award is generously provided by the Casentino Law Firm and is presented to the graduating student whose community service demonstrates a strong interest in protecting the civil rights of the underprivileged members of our community. The award is in honor of Edward F. Diedrich, a longtime friend and supporter of the College of Law. This year's winners, two, of the Alumni Council Prize are Nicholas Marino and Esmeralda Reyes. The Alumni Council Prize is funded by alumni contributions and is awarded annually to the students who write the best essay on commitment to the law. In recent years, a new award was established in honor of the late Professor Daniel S. Reynolds. The 2025 recipient of this award is Iseli Ortiz. This award is sponsored by the Student Bar Association and the College of Law. The Achievement Award goes to a well-rounded student who is nominated by fellow classmates and exhibits many of the traits for which Professor Reynolds was renowned, including a dedication to professionalism, a commitment to educating others, and demonstrated leadership in or outside the College of Law. The recipient of the 2025 Clover Family Award is Caitlin Richmond. This award is given each year to the student who graduates with the highest number of legal volunteer hours during his or her 3 years at the College of Law. It is donated by the Clover family. The next set of awards were determined by a vote of the dean and the faculty. The 2025 Marla Dickerson Award was established in honor of Ms. Marla Dickerson, a member of the class of 1996, and is presented to the graduating student who, in the view of the dean and the faculty, has demonstrated the strongest commitment to public interest law. Honorable mention goes to Rebecca Platts, and the 2025 Marla Dickerson Award goes to Jeffrey Diver. The Thurgood Marshall Award is given annually by the Dean and faculty to the graduating student whose educational performance, extracurricular activities, or community service best epitomize Justice Marshall's deep understanding and commitment to equal justice under law, his or her dedication to the rule of law in a just society, and his or her use of the law as an instrument of social change. The recipient of the Thurgood Marshall Award for 2025 is Tanaya Thompson. Now, will the members of the Trial Advocacy Society please rise, all of you? Okay, maybe not. All right, we want to recognize you for your work and achievements this year in the Trial Ad Society. You can be seated. The Faculty Award is for outstanding contribution to trial advocacy programs. Honorable mention goes to Avery Teniak. And this year's award for outstanding contribution to trial advocacy programs goes to Lila Flickinger and Bianca Gomez. Now, will the members of this year's Moot Court Society please rise and be recognized? We recognize you for your work and achievements in Moot Court this year. The Dean and faculty vote to recognize a member of the 2025 graduating class who's made an outstanding contribution to appellate advocacy programs. This year's recipient is Jose Garcia. And now if the members of the Law Review would please rise. We likewise recognize your hard work this year on Law Review. The Dean and faculty wish to honor the students who've made an outstanding contribution to scholarly publications. Honorable mention goes to Samuel Vasilopoulos, and the 2025 Outstanding Contribution to Scholarly Publications is presented to Michaela Kells. And will the members of the Student Bar Association please rise? Come on, I know there's more of you. Thank you for your work and achievements this year. The Faculty Award goes to the member of the graduating class who has made an outstanding contribution to the College of Law community. This year's award is presented to Whitney Wright. This year's recipient of the Clinical Legal Education Association, or the CLEA Award, is Matthew Nyholt. The award is presented for excellence in clinical work in the Criminal Defense Clinic. CLIA is a national organization advocating for clinical legal education as fundamental to the education of lawyers. Among the criteria for this award are excellence in the fieldwork and seminar components of clinical coursework, determined in part by the quality of a student's performance in assisting or representing individual clients and exploring the legal, ethical, strategic, and other pertinent issues raised in the clinic. And the final award this year is the George M. Schur Award for Academic Excellence. This award is presented to Hashem El-Sharif. This award is given by the Dean and faculty of the College of Law to the member of the graduating class with the highest grade point average for the 6 semesters of study leading to the Juris Doctor degree. This award is made possible through the generosity of George M. Schur and his family. Mr. Schur, a former general counsel for Northern Illinois University, was a longtime friend, an honorary alumnus, and a supporter of the College of Law. Thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients. So, faculty are the lifeblood of the academy. As educators, mentors, and scholars, they are instrumental in shaping the success of our students and the reputation of our institution. It is for these reasons that I am extremely excited for a new opportunity to acknowledge the hard work and accomplishments of our talented faculty and honor one of them in particular with our inaugural Outstanding Faculty Service Award. This is making it our 3rd established award dedicated to our faculty. I must say, there were a number of talented faculty that the committee had to review and assess. This new award was made possible by the generosity of NIU College of Law alumna Stacy Mandel from the class of 1996, who created an award in honor of her husband, the late Lenny Mandel, who served as an associate dean at the College of Law for over 30 years. The Lenny and Stacy Mandel Outstanding Faculty Service Award recognizes a faculty member for their exceptional dedication and commitment to service. We believe that service is not just an obligation, it is the foundation of a strong and thriving legal community. Again, there were a number of very talented and dedicated faculty that the search committee and selection committee had to review, but one rose as outstanding. And we are very pleased to announce that Professor Teresa Rado has been chosen as the first recipient of the Lenny and Stacy Mandel Outstanding Faculty Service Award. Professor Arado, who is here today, who has served in a variety of roles and on many different committees, is fondly considered the glue that holds the College of Law together. She has always approached her position and work from a mindset of what is best for the students and institution, not what advances her role the most. Please join us in congratulating our inaugural Mandel Outstanding Faculty Service Award recipient, Professor Therese Arado. Now, we direct our attention to the most important introductions of the afternoon, the members of the class of 2025. And as your Professor of the Year explained, the candidates will advance one by one to be individually recognized and receive the symbol of the hood from Professor of the Year Robert Jones and Associate Dean Heidi Frostestedt. With the first row of candidates, please stand and move to the stage. Dean Greg Anderson, will you call the roll of the candidates, please?
Kevin Petit Bowens III. Caitlin Alexander, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Maria Anderson Vargas, magna cum laude. Marissa Mary Autry. Nathan James Bott, cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Becker, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Biesterfeld, cum laude. Madeline Bird, cum laude. Gwendolyn Brezhnin, magna cum laude. Morgan Page, bronze. Alexandria Caitlin Buck, cum laude. Patrick Bustamante. Jacob John Casiopo. Charles Anthony Canning. Aurelia Carulli, cum laude. Patrick John Cash. Will J. Clauso, magna cum laude. Brandy K. Decker, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Diver, magna cum laude. Matthew Ryan Donahue. Gideon Doran, summa cum laude. Jacob Alexander Edwards, magna cum laude. Joseph Robert Egan, magna cum laude. Sam Ehrlich, cum laude. Adisa Ikawa. Whoop. Adessa Ikawa. Come on up. Hashem El Sharif, summa cum laude. Shelby A. Emery, magna cum laude. Natalie Rose Finicaro, magna cum laude. Grace Flannery, cum laude. Mackenzie Flannery. Lila June Flickinger, magna cum laude. Bianca Giselle Gomez. Jose Garcia, magna cum laude. Evan Nicole Gales, hooded by her father, Montel Gales, NIU Board of Trustees. Jamila Gosha, magna cum laude. Savannah Grace Giddings. Connor Nathaniel Gilman. Rachel Gorsuch Sorensen, cum laude. Elizabeth Jane Gray, cum laude. Parker Gray, magna cum laude. Ryan Daniel Griggle, summa cum laude. Rain Marie Grobel Bollinger. Danielle Gata, magna cum laude. Maya Thea Hawk. Frederick Terry Hahn Jr., cum laude. Paris Hall. Shelby Page Harrison, summa cum laude. Autumn Rose Hollowell, magna cum laude. Jonathan Hook, magna cum laude. Donald Howard, magna cum laude. Wenchong Harry Wong, cum laude. Taisir Manie Jabawi. Kyle LaShawn Johnson, cum laude. John Kavanaugh, magna cum laude. Michaela Dutch Kells, summa cum laude, hooded by her father, Carl Kells, class of 1999. Caitlin Elizabeth Cook. Lindsay Marie Kokanias. Holly Susan Kruckenberg, hooded by her sister, Grace Jenkins Kruckenberg, class of 2018. Tyler Lawson, cum laude. Nicholas Brian Marino, magna cum laude. Ty Michael Marth, cum laude. Adriana Martinez. Mackenzie Nicole McCants. Omni S. McCullum, magna cum laude. Anna McCoy. Nathan Kenneth Meelan, cum laude. Kayla Lee Malloy, magna cum laude. Helen Ruth Maraz, cum laude. Emily Estella Moore, magna cum laude. Alio Nala, cum laude. Stefania Neri. Shaniel Hannah Atal Nicholas. Matthew Nyholt, cum laude. Amelia O'Neill, summa cum laude. Isali Annalise Ortiz. Preston Kenneth Poggle. Rebecca Lynette Platz, cum laude. Hannah Nicole Polinsky, cum laude. Lauren Price, magna cum laude. Greta Quano, magna cum laude. Esmeralda Melissa Reyes. Caitlin Elizabeth Richmond. Jenna Rose Riedemann. Shannon Joan Rose, magna cum laude. Lara Munther Salem. Carly Paige Shalaski. Megan R. Schmidt. Sydney Nicole Schnell, cum laude. Shiv Shankar, magna cum laude. Aiden Christopher Simmons, summa cum laude. Abigail Paige Sissel, cum laude. Connor Joseph Scrid, summa cum laude. Leandro Speratos. Ayana Nicole Squires, cum laude. Jada Katura Stevens, cum laude. Anthony Joseph Storniolo, magna cum laude. Avery Tonight, summa cum laude. Tanaya Ashad Thompson. Doreen Tyrogene, cum laude. Zoe Turner. Samuel Raymond Vasilopoulos, summa cum laude. Jack Richard Walton, cum laude, hooded by his father, Mark Walton, class of 1995. Clarissa Nicole Witherup, magna cum laude. Whitney Irene Wright. Fatma What.
Right. President Freeman, on behalf of the faculty of Northern Illinois University College of Law, I recommend to you this group of law students and their fellows in absentia who have presented themselves today for recognition.
Our commencement exercise today recognizes the academic achievements of graduates of the College of Law and the preparation that they have received to lead productive and useful lives as members of the legal profession and society. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Graduates, will you please stand? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and as President of Northern Illinois University, I hereby formally confer upon each of you who has been certified by the faculty of the College of Law as having successfully completed the prescribed requirements, the Juris Doctor degree of Northern Illinois University. Accordingly, you are vested with all the privileges and responsibilities appropriate to that degree, and at this moment become alumni of Northern Illinois University. You did it.
You may be seated. Graduates, class of 2025, I too would like to officially welcome you as alumni of Northern Illinois University College of Law. As we close today's celebration, I want to remind each of you that your journey is just beginning. You leave here not only with a degree, but with the responsibility and power to shape the future of justice, equity, and leadership. Carry forward the knowledge, values, and resilience you've gained at NIU College of Law. Stay curious, stay courageous, and never stop growing. Remember that this is not the end of our relationship, but simply a new chapter. One in which we will continue to support you in your current and future endeavors, and we look forward to your support of the law school's mission. Remember, our doors are always open to you, and we hope to see you often. Finally, I'd like to leave you with the last few lines of one of my favorite poems, passed down to me from my father, Invictus. And maybe you've heard of it. It means unconquerable. This poem was written by William Henley, and it focuses on the human spirit and its ability to overcome adversity. Some of you may remember that it's the very poem that Nelson Mandela recited daily while he was wrongfully imprisoned. The last verse reads, "It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." If you haven't already, I strongly encourage you to read the entire poem. You will find strength in these powerful words to help push you through any difficult days and inspiration to celebrate your successes. No matter what, we are always here to support you. And you will always, always be a member of the Husky family. Together, we can and will chart a better future for our community and the world. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will go on to achieve great things. The future is yours to shape, and we are counting on you to go out there and change the world. Congratulations, class of 2025. Keep soaring. So this moment brings to a close the 2025 commencement ceremony for NIU College of Law. Once again, we thank all of you for celebrating this very special day with us. Please join us for light refreshments next door in the ballroom. And also, feel free to walk just across the street to visit and take a tour of the College of Law to see where your favorite graduate spent the past 3 years of their life and nights. Finally, I would ask that the members of the audience stay seated until the platform party and all the graduates have had the opportunity to exit. Thank you.